There's a story that Laura Greenlee sent me about. It was on the BBC, and it was like out at sea there was a dolphin. And you know, dolphins, it's not a natural sort of dolphin thing to do to sort of like, you know, when they come out of the water and they kind of go backwards.
Mm-hmm.
With they're kind of like
dance on their tails.
Yeah,
like at the aquariums and shit.
But that's like a man.
Yeah. They wouldn't normally do that.
Yeah, like a raised in nature.
That's a behavior that they're trained with.
But supposedly, there's been some aquarium, SeaWorld fucking dolphins that got out into the ocean, and they have, this is what the story was, that they have somehow done that, and then other dolphins have picked up on it.
Like other dolphins are like, hey, I'd like to do that.
Hey, how'd you do that? He's like, I don't know. I can show you for
It's like
some
watching,
money.
It's like seeing Michael Jackson do the moonwalk for the first time on that Motown special, like fucking 25 years ago, where you're like, what is that? Like it was like Michael Jackson belonged to some alien aquarium where he was made to do that trick.
Isn't that
and
weird
then he
where it's just like, I definitely was watching it going like, holy shit.
What, Michael Jackson?
Yeah.
I mean, it was astounding.
Yeah.
You were sitting there going, I literally have no idea how he's defying gravity.
He's not human.
This is
He's a superhero.
He's magic. He's somehow Michael Jackson is magic.
Yeah.
And look what he's doing. He's walking on a floor that seems to be moving, but it's not. Everyone else is standing still. How is he doing this? It was, and that was, and also young at the same time too.
Yeah. But yeah, so the dolphin has, you know, gone out into nature and started teaching other dolphins how to do this sort of trick.
That would wig me out if I was at sea and all of a sudden a fucking dolphin did a trick for me. I'd be like, oh my God, this dolphin's talking
Especially
to
if
me.
you're stoned.
Totally. I'm like, me? Come to you? Here I come.
We can live together in the water.
There's peace below. Here I come. I will be like you. I will be as a dolphin.
Whatever sound they make. I read that. What was I read?
Jim Jackman told me a story last night, and I was. This is a running theme lately, but I was stoned, and he said it was a very popular YouTube viral clip right now.
Yeah.
But he described it so movingly, so beautifully, that I'm afraid to watch it because I think his version's better. It's about this like this couple adopts this lion cub.
Oh, the two dudes.
Are they guys?
I mean, it's the one that I've seen is like the two dudes who like.
Let me tell it.
Yeah.
They adopt a lion cub from from Harrods. Like Harrods had a lion cub in the window or some such shit.
Yeah.
And then, you know, they're like, well, what the fuck are we going to do with the lion? And so this couple's like, we'll take it. And they kept it and raised it as a pet in their house to the point where they're like, we can't, this house is too little for a lion. And then they brought the lion to the jungle and released it into the wild. Then a full year or more later, they decide they're going to check up on their lion.
Yeah.
And, you know, a lot of people, of course, would expect that the lion would probably be fucking killed because he's got no skills. You know, he's been raised in man's world and shit. He might wear a little vest, smoke a little pipe or something like that.
Yeah,
like
exactly.
He's not feral anymore.
That was my assumption.
Given food. Maybe they give him oatmeal instead of fucking like raw meat. Like, who knows? He's never had to kill for his fucking meal. You know what I'm saying? Take a life to eat. So...
Although don't the women do most of the hunting?
Very true. But, yeah, all right. Well, there it is.
Sorry.
Good point. That's an excellent point. So, but lions just kill for the fuck of it.
Lions usually are territorial. They're like, I think that the
like, I don't like the look of you.
Yeah, like this is our areas, and
but if you
and he's also protecting against other lions.
The pride.
And, yeah. That's my limited understanding of lions.
This couple finds their lion, finds the area where the lion is, and the dude who like lives there or whatever, or had been tracking them in their absence, is like, your lion kicked major ass this year. Already has his own pride. He is top dog. Like,
he's got chicks.
Yeah, and he's the Mac. Like, he wasn't like fucking beat up.
He didn't have a
was
vest
different.
Or a pipe.
Yeah. They respected him, and he, like maybe fought.
Yeah.
For the first time, he's forced to.
Yeah, he had to prove himself.
In the lion world.
Rite of passage.
Yes.
He
So
got
that
jumped
happens. So they're like, "Holy shit, man! That's fucking right on. Good for that guy. Whatever his name."
Way to go, Lion.
Yeah, I'm sure they gave him a name. We'll call him
Mac.
Mac. Really?
I don't know. Fucking.
If it was my daughter, she'd
Leonard.
be like Liony. She just adds a Y to everything for a name for a stuffed animal.
Liony.
Yeah, where it's like, come on, Turtley. First off, what are you buying a stuffed fucking turtle for? Second off, Turtley. I mean, Silent Bob. Try that on. All right?
Just call everything Silent Bob. It's like, okay, Silent Bobby.
I'm like, Bobby, fucking. So they go see their lion. They go, maybe we can peep it out. So Jackman's telling me the story, and I'm already trying to guess the ending. And I'm like, oh my god, this fucking lion mauled them.
Yeah.
But he goes another way with it, apparently. This is what really happens. The lion, they have footage, he said.
Yeah.
The man tells me. Again, I haven't seen it. He described it so beautifully and thoroughly. Footage of this lion kind of comes out and kind of like, being territorial, protecting his turf, checks him out from a distance like I register humans. I smell and register humans.
Yeah.
Gets a lock on him. And then fucking Jackman said it just bounds toward them with such effusive happiness so as to look like a dog. Just all of a sudden just becomes like a goofy pet again and runs at them, jumps on them and hugs them and stuff like that and is licking them, not like fucking slapping them around, like knew them.
Yeah.
Like a year or more later, knew like those are my parents kind of.
Yeah.
How fucking beautiful is that? Isn't that amazing?
I've seen it.
And you've watched the clip?
I've watched the clip, yeah.
Did I oversell it, or did I describe it perfectly, or did I not do it justice? Because the one in my head, I'm afraid, like I said, I'm afraid to watch it because I'm afraid the one that I watch won't be nearly as beautiful.
The part
I was almost in tears when he was telling this fucking story last
Yeah.
night. That's the most beautiful fucking thing I've heard. Because I was really like cynically going to like this is gonna end.
I mean,
horribly.
I've seen clips of it. I mean, I knew the story.
And then somebody writes "pwned" on the clip, and that's why it's popular because he's like millions of download, and I'm like, there's no way millions of people download something nice. Everyone likes something fucking.
It is truly just like, I mean, the part where it starts running at them, the clips I've seen, the part where it starts running at him, like, the first time I watched it, I didn't have that sense of how genteel it was. Like,
Right.
I was a little bit like,
Is he gonna eat them?
Not even that, but yeah, there was definitely that thing of like, if I was more like, if I was them, would I be confident right now? Or would I fucking like totally piss my
But
pants?
as you're watching it, you're like, somewhere deep inside, you're like, oh, I can't wait to watch this cat fucking attack these people.
Yeah, it's like,
No, but I hear Goonies sequel I've read a few times now online.
huh.
I'd be down for that.
Like it picks up with all those guys as adults and they're fucking like
Yeah.
getting divorced and shit.
Yeah, totally. They're in the same place as their parents were in the movie, and then their kids are on the adventure.
Oh, their kids
and
are
they
the
can
Goonies?
share the adventure this time with their kids. Like the last time Goonies was all kids, it's an adult-free world. For
Yeah.
and then the only adults in the world during the adventure are ones that are like, we're losing our fucking house, or the
Yeah.
ones who are like, we're gonna fucking shoot you.
Yeah.
So-
or like, I've been horribly deformed.
Yeah, or the other
by,
one that's like, what happened to me? And later on, you find out they fucking, like, literally this happened because I got dropped. And they could have gotten me help, and they didn't. They chained me in a basement of a little diner, and I eat scraps. It's a horrible existence.
And
but-
like, would they ever do that again?
Yeah, well, they got to find somebody else because John Matuzak, I believe, played him.
Yeah,
Sloth, and he's Sloth.
Our lawyer.
My lawyer.
Sloths love junk.
Sloths love chunk legally. He's much funnier than that, actually. But anyway, yeah, I think they do Sloth. Sure.
But will they do that beginning of like, you got dropped and then he got kept in a... You know.
No, they've already established.
But
his
it's a
backstory.
sequel, so they don't need to...
And maybe maybe they're on a different adventure, and Sloth ain't even involved. It's like the Bad News Bears in Breaking Training. Like in the beginning, Sloth breaks his leg, and he's like, "Well, I won't be able to go on this adventure with you guys, but maybe
Bye,
next time."
Goonies.
Yeah, have fun. Sloth love choke. And he's like, God, he's been saying that for like 20 years.
I'm not. That doesn't excite me as much.
I don't know if I would never say that I was the world's biggest Goonies fan, but I enjoyed it for what it was. But I'm more curious and interested. I would see that sequel.